Events, en tant que partenaire officiel de la Startup World Cup en Tunisie, est fier de porter cette opportunité unique qui permet à nos talents locaux de briller sur la scène internationale, avec en ligne de mire la grande finale à San Francisco et un prix d'1 million de dollars. Le chemin jusqu'à cette scène a été intense. Depuis l'ouverture des candidatures, nous avons reçu des projets d'une qualité exceptionnelle. Pour arriver à notre top 10 aujourd'hui, un comité de sélection rigoureux a travaillé sans relâche. Je tiens à saluer l'expertise et l'engagement des membres de ce comité. Monsieur Mouaz Ben Haj Hamida, président du comité, Monsieur Semi Ayari, Madame Monia Jandoubi, Madame Imen Chanoufi et Madame Feriel Chouchen. Un grand applaudissement pour le comité de sélection. Grâce à leur vision, nous avons aujourd'hui la crème de l'innovation tunisienne prête à pitcher. Mais pour cette finale régionale, le défi monte d'un cran. Pour évaluer ces finalistes et désigner celui qui représentera notre drapeau à l'international, nous avons l'immense honneur d'accueillir un jury d'exception. Veuillez applaudir M. Emir Ben Gassem, président du jury. Monsieur Zied Ben Athman, Madame Nahla Rdira, Madame Afef Boulares, Monsieur Sofiane Tmar, Madame Zekra Khlifi, Monsieur Mouaz Ben Haj Hamida et Monsieur Poulkit. Merci. Pour ouvrir officiellement cette session de pitch et nous parler de la portée continentale de cette compétition, j'ai maintenant le plaisir et le privilège de céder la parole à un allié précieux de l'innovation en Afrique. Please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Poulkit, the African ambassador for the Startup World Cup. Mr. Poulkit, the stage is yours.
Hello. Bonjour, Tunis. Je m'appelle Poulkit. More français sakhetla. That's as much French I can speak, and it's good to be here. Thank you, everyone, for making it, and especially for the startups who are, and that's the real reason why I'm here, to see what Tunisia has to offer and the talent which it has here. I've heard so much about the great startup ecosystem here, and I'm really, really excited to see what the startups have to offer. I'm here representing the Startup World Cup, and I will just take a few minutes to tell you more about what that is about. Is this moving? It is? Okay, sorry. Let me just... Yes. Now I've got a hang of the, yes. So, of course, we are here for this, for Tunisia Digital Summit. Just quickly about what we are. We are a VC fund with around $2 billion asset under management, 76 exits, 25 IPOs, 41 funds, started in 2011, almost 300 investments so far. We are backed by corporate venture arms of different companies from Airbnb, SpaceX, OpenAI, Coinbase, Mitsubishi Material. Essentially, a lot of corporates look at Pegasus Ventures as a route to then invest in startups. What startups win first, of course, there's money, but as a founder myself, I've realized startups require more than money, and they require access. They require ability to then see what the world has to offer and get out of their own comfort zone. So of course they win $1 million, but more than that, they get an opportunity to compete with the best startups in the world in Silicon Valley in front of hundreds of investors, and 100 companies from 100 cities or countries or regions are then there to then compete against the best what Tunisia has to offer. The aim is rather simple, 4 things which the startup gets: from a lot of media attention, from guidance from different entrepreneurs, a great networking opportunity, and of course to see what innovation has at the global space. these are just some of the countries where this is run. And to say the least, I'll go quickly over it. There's no point reading the names, but aim is to get an essence of how big it is, and different startups from across the world are coming here to then pitch. 4th to 6th November is when this will be held in San Francisco. $1 million investment is what the startups get. But again, as I said, the aim is to be present in that room to see the energy, which it's with 100 startups from across the world coming together and pitching to get access to not just money, but to see what the world has to offer. A quick snapshot of around 3,000 global attendees, over 500 investors and corporations, almost 1,000 startups. And there are people from Amazon, Intel, Google, Khosla Ventures, Lightspeed. These are the names which you would have generally heard of. These are all present in the rooms. These are some of the people who were speaking earlier, from Steve Wozniak. I mean, it's just that Reid Hoffman, the LinkedIn co-founder, is in the second line, which usually he would be the first one to start with. Gives you an idea of kind of people who are usually speaking here, and these are all celebrities and at a global stage. So grand finale on November 6th. This is a QR code. If you want to attend, you're most welcome. Please come and be a part of this. There is also a startup mentor program. We encourage people from Tunisia to then apply. These startups require a lot more help than just money. And I've always believed that mentors' job is to give more than we get, and I guess everybody sitting here at the judging stage can do more than what we are doing. So this is, if you're keen to mentor these startups, we encourage you to apply here. There's also a course at Howard, which is for these Startup World Cup folks. I recommend, again, if anybody's interested, to just scan this and look at, if you need to know more about it, there's an exclusive discount code here. Quickly about what the event will be. It's a 4-minute pitch. It's a 2-minute Q&A, and Amir will decide who asked the question. Thank you, Amir. And then we do a judges scoring, and then the winner announcement. That's pretty much it. Apart from the judges, and I guess it's been presented, we have Nehla from Rose Blanche Group, Sofian from Get Investment, Dekra. Allow me to please address you with your first name, if that's all right. Dekra from 216 Capital, Amir from Solcrip, Moiz from Generative AI Research, Zaid from Anava Funds of Fund, and Afif from Orange 5G Lab. And me, I'm Pulkit. These are our social handles. If you would want to tag, please feel free to use these on wherever you like to do. Thank you. And last but not the least, thank you so much for the organizers for getting us here and doing this amazing event. I'm really excited. Thank you again.
Thank you, Pulkit. We would like to express our sincere gratitude for your presence at the Startup World Cup Tunisia Regional Final, Pulkit. We are truly honored to have you with us for this event and deeply appreciate your support for the Tunisian Startup World Cup. Nous allons maintenant passer au pitch. Rappelons que les startups vont pitcher par ordre alphabétique et comme a mentionné M. Pulkit, toutes les équipes auront 4 minutes pour le pitch et 2 minutes pour les questions-réponses. Je vais énumérer le nom des startups parce qu'elles vont pitcher par ordre alphabétique et pour nous assurer aussi que tout le monde est là. Alors, Bionic Soul, Madame Oumaima Jouini, est-ce qu'elle est là? Elle va être en retard de quelques minutes, c'est ça? On m'a signifié tout à l'heure. OK. Drugit, Mohamed Aziz Elhif, il est là. Itafakna. Madame Nourchen Mezni. Est-ce qu'elle est là? Elle est là. LR Confort Mobilité. Madame Mimène Ousleti. Zainab Ousleti? Ok, elle est là. Pixie Motor, Enis Fri. Merci. PWN and Patch, Oussema Les 6. Il n'est pas là? Ok. Seek Make, Adel Ayari. Ok, c'est le plus important. Supplies Pro, Sadiq Houimli. Think Neo, Sarah Ksibi. Et WaterSec, Islam Sabri. Voilà. OK. Donc, vu que Madame Oumaï Majouini n'est pas là, elle va être un peu en retard, on va passer directement à la deuxième startup qui va pitcher, Drugit. Monsieur Mohamed Aziz Elhif, 4 minutes chronométrées. On arrête après 4 minutes exactement et on commence les questions en 2 minutes. The floor is yours. Un grand applaudissement pour monsieur pour l'encourager quand même. Merci.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here with you today. Imagine you're a pharmaceutical industry. You want to develop a new drug. You have two options. Either to start from scratch, which takes a long time and may cost you a fortune, or you can buy an already developed drug project, which is even more expensive. At Drug IT, we replace that. Because drug development is broken. One generic formulation can cost to $1.5 million, takes up to 3 years, and with a failure rate of more than 60%. The problem here is not technological, it's a systemic problem, because the pharmaceutical industry relies on trial and error. They test, fail, assess, and then iterate. And with every iteration, millions of dollars are spent. There is no unified system to predict outcomes before real-world testing. At Drug IT, we replace trial and error with AI. We allow pharmaceutical manufacturers to save up to 70% of development cost, more than 90% of development time, and more than 40% of energy and raw material usage. We are an ecosystem, an end-to-end pipeline of pharmaceutical development. We have multi-agent AI engines. Phoenix designs optimal drug formulations, and Mythic predicts drug behaviors and clinical outcomes. About us, Drug IT, our mission, we want to help patients across the world access to high-quality, affordable medications. And our vision is to become a world leader in AI-driven pharmaceutical development solutions. We operate in a total addressable market of $20 billion in expansion. We target regions like Europe, MENA, Africa, and Canada, with a focus on generic manufacturers and CDMOs. We have traction. Plus 20 completed projects, plus 5 active users, plus 7 ongoing negotiations. Our models are being used by Tunisian pharmaceutical manufacturers like Saif and Pharmagreb, multinationals like Opalia Ricordati, and we also have European CDMOs. With scalable SaaS subscriptions, we forecast reaching more than $1 million of revenue by 2028. We are a multidisciplinary team, pharmacy doctors, medical doctors, AI engineers, and industrial engineers and researchers. We have strategic partners, academic partners, institutional partners, innovation partners, and regulatory partners. Thank you for your attention. You may scan the QR code to see the demo of our product. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mohamed Aziz.
Thank you, Mohamed. Let's start with some questions. I'll start with the first question, Mohamed. How many members of your team are permanent members of the team?
6.
6. Okay. And when did you start the company?
We created the company in March 2025, so we have 1 year of action.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you. Which LLM are you using, please?
We are using Gemini 3.1 Pro, but we are training it on pharmaceutical data sets and also proprietary data sets of the client. So when we generate a protocol, it's adapted to the machines that the client has, the raw material that the client has, and the expertise that the client has.
So the data is with the client, not with you.
Two types of data. There are some guidelines like the pharmacopies, like the pharmaceutical development references, that's with us, and that's the proprietary client data that we use it to customize our deliverables so that it can be usable and directly deployed within the day-to-day operations.
And from enterprise sale, this is usually pharma companies doing it themselves. They don't really work with outside folks, or do they? Just correct me, I don't know about this.
You're talking about
Pharma companies for drug discovery, usually like a Pfizer would do it themselves as opposed to relying on outside or the labs which are owned by them. Why do you think they will outsource it to you now?
Okay, so it's not pharmaceutical discovery, it's development. We're not talking about new molecules. We're talking about how to generic a drug that you can generic right now. So it's not a new molecule, it's a drug that you can do it, I can do it, everybody can do it, because it's not patented right now. If you talk about competition, so there are three types of competition. There are open source solutions, which are not very reliable. There are the academic solutions, which are not adapted to industrial constraints. And there are in-house big pharma solutions, like the ones you mentioned. But these solutions, they are used internally. Big pharma do not use it for other clients.
Thank you. Any other question from the jury? Yeah, Muaz.
Yes. What about your market strategy? So how you get new customers?
Okay, so when we started working with pharmaceutical industries, we needed to prove. So we went to do pilot projects. We started with consulting. Pharmaceutical industries have shared data with us. We have provided deliverables. These deliverables were deployed inside R&D operations, and they were proven to be efficient. That's when they contacted us, and they bought our solution. So then we have, in Tunisia, we have a strategic positioning. Pharmaceutical industries know our solution. Some are users, some are in the process of becoming users. When we talk about international expansion, for example, in order to do the expansion in Canada, we have a strategic partner in Canada, which is DACIMA, a CRO, Contract Research Organization, and we rely also on other initiatives to help us do the market penetration move in other markets.
Okay, the time's up. Mohammed, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Mohammed. Just a moment for a picture with Mr. Pulkit. I almost feel bad to do this, but you'll have to do it 10 times today. I'm sorry about it. A picture with each one of the finalists.
Thank you,
Bravo,
everybody.
bravo,
Thank
bravo.
you.
Alors, on passe à notre deuxième pitch, qui est à la startup Ittafaqna, Madame Nourchen Mezni. Un grand encouragement. Applaudissez Madame Nourchen Mezni.
Ça marche. Hello everyone, Nourchen Mezni, CEO and founder of Ittafaqna. So let me start with a simple question. Who has ever signed a contract without fully understanding it? We've been all there. And this is the reality of 4 billion people worldwide. The problem The problem? Access to legal services is often difficult, complex, and expensive. The high cost, the inaccessibility, and the heavy paperwork represents major barrier. But today, something is changing. Governments are pushing for digitalization. At the same time, AI is finally usable in Arabic and French, and SMEs are growing across the region. At Ittafaqna, our goal is not only to provide legal services, but is to change the way these services are accessed and managed, making them more affordable, accessible, and easy to use. Ittafaqna is an AI legal operating system. With Ittafaqna, user can generate, sign, collaborate on, share, and securely store document anytime, anywhere at an affordable price. We also offer on-demand online consultation with experts, and all of this is supported by our AI assistant that guides users with recommendation explanation. Now let me introduce to you, Now let me introduce to you your new legal team. 5 AI agents working 24/7, trained on 300,000 documents, automating the entire workflow, from legal guidance to compliance to contract analysis. How it works? The user subscribes and connects to the app, chooses the documents he needs, fills a questionnaire, and the documents is instantly generated. What used to take days now takes only a few minutes. How big? Now, how big is the opportunity? It's a massive one. Legal is $1 trillion. It's a $1 trillion industry globally. Yet in MENA, less than 3% of legal services are digitized, which means this is an underserved market. And also, SMEs and individuals still do not have access to proper legal tools. Our business model includes B2C offerings for individuals and freelancers, custom B2B solution for enterprises that want to digitize their workflow, and B2B2C model where our partners resell our subscription to their clients in order to democratize and dematerialize access to legal services. So we didn't just build a tool, we've created an ecosystem. And we don't compete on feature here. We win on scale, distribution, and infrastructure. Speed, distribution, and infrastructure. Today, Ittafaqna is not just a concept. Today, Ittafaqna is 12,000 users, 20,000 contract generated, and strategic partnership with key industry leaders built with almost no funding. But what really makes Ittafaqna different is the impact that we are already creating. We are transforming the legal system. We enable e-signature, e-compliance, e-voicing compliance, and digital identity built on international standards. And for the past 4 years, we've been pushing one shift from paper-based system to digital trust. And we don't acquire user one by one. We plug into ecosystem that allows us to scale efficiently and quickly. Our roadmap is clear, is to become the AI legal infrastructure in MENA and Africa. Ittafaqna is led by a talented and passionate team, myself, Noor Shelmezny, Faiz Zghair, our CTO, and Ali Bahri, our AI lead. Thank you very much. The future of business is digital, and the future of trust is Ittafaqna.
Thank you very much, Noor. Anyone in the jury wants to start with a question? Yes.
Thank you for your presentation. I have a question about scalability of the project. How do you manage, what is your strategy to go to all countries in the MENA region? Because every country has its own framework, a legal framework and legal aspect, legal, criteria.
Yeah, so mainly we focus on MENA region, where you have like partners in plus 5 countries today. And we developed what we call a legal brain. This legal brain collects data and clean data and inject it to our what we call legal brain. So for example, today we have Tunisia, UAE, almost deployed in Mauritania and Kenya, and we also have partners in Egypt. And also for the US, I don't know if you saw the slide for the US, we added this data set created by Ivy League schools in the US and expert called MWAD and Quad. These are data sets that are ready, and they are about merger agreements and merger acquisitions, NDAs, and commercial agreements. So we collected that data set and we injected. So now we have an agent called Hannibal that generates contract that fully compliant with the US. This is just an example.
Thank you. Other questions? Actually, I'll ask a question. I mean, we're seeing the likes of ChatGPT and Claude already being very efficient when it comes to doing legal stuff to users. How do you see your competition with the big models like ChatGPT and Claude?
Yes, so ChatGPT, it's a generic tool. It's for text generation. We provide all the workflow, the compliance, etc. And also ChatGPT is horizontal. We're more vertical model.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for your presentation. I had similar question. What's the usual token size which a query would take for something like, what would be a usual token cost? Token cost
Yeah.
for a simple contract which you would take, and which LLM are you using? And over the, I have 3 questions. Over the course of time, whichever LLM you are using,
Yeah.
what's the average token cost for a single query?
Yeah, it's for generating a contract, 3,000 tokens. The data is proprietary, so we collected over 3,000 documents. And also the third question was about
Yeah, very
yeah, the
quickly.
LLM is it's Qwen for the on-premises for the companies, and ChatGPT, the agent that connects with our data in response to users.
Thank you very much, Norshan. That's your 6 minutes past. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Pour la photo avec Pulkit, Pulkit again.
You should have a
I'll
chair
do it
next
10
to the
times.
stage.
Merci. Alors, la troisième start-up à pitcher aujourd'hui, c'est LR Comfort Mobilité et c'est Zainab Gritli qui va venir nous rejoindre sur scène. Zainab?
Hi, this is Zainab Gritli, CCO at Alarmove. Everyone, isn't it? Well, for hundreds of people, it's not the case. They wake up every morning with hundreds of questions, and the main recurring question is, will I be able to leave the house today? What is simple for us is a struggle for people with disabilities. And that's the pain point we're solving. In Tunisia, more than 200,000 people are without suitable transportation, zero specialized platforms, and high impact on health and social inclusion. We've also found that the market entirely lacks accessible and specialized services. That's where Alarmove comes to birth as the first inclusive transport platform in Tunisia and North Africa. It's practical, safe, and human. We're Uberizing inclusive mobility through digital platform connecting professionals, PRMs, and adapted vehicles providers with an asset-light model. In our platform, we offer 3 main services: accessible transportation, home healthcare services, and ambulance services in case of emergency. Now let's have a look at the market sizing, as we're tapping into a massive underexploited one undergoing demographic transition. In Tunisia, PRMs and seniors represent 196.7K, which equals $70 million as TAM, $22.4 million as SAM, and $2.18 million as SAM. Our product is operational with success. We gained more than 100 active customers. We've completed over 1,500 journeys, a 90% recurring customer rate, and we've doubled and even tripled our revenues between 2024 and 2025. Not only that, but we've developed strategic partnerships with PRM travel cruisers, with UNICEF, with Value, collaborated with travel agencies such as Travel Experience in Europe. And bear in mind, all of this was accomplished without external funding and with little communication. So now to how we generate our revenues. Our business model is clear, profitable and scalable. We generate revenues from direct B2C revenues from daily rides, from B2B through our partnerships with hospitals, NGOs, and retirement homes, and from inclusive tourism, which is a new market segment we pioneered. So how do we reach our customers? At the level of B2C, we target them through social media and advertising campaign. At the level of B2T, we directly target travel agencies to collaborate with them. For B2B, we target NGOs, hospitals, and retirement homes. And of course, we rely on our PRM ambassadors to amplify word of mouth and build the trust within the community. Many factors set us apart, such as the virgin market, the unique expertise we have, solid partnerships, quality of service, etc. This is our roadmap for 2026-2027, starting the year with launch on our iOS version, then maximizing our revenues and adding at least one additional service, then ending it with developing more B2B partnerships. Starting 2027 with scale and operations and expanding nationwide, then ending it with strategic expansion into North Africa and why not in Europe. For this, to move from execution from plan to execution, this is our ask for platform, vehicles, marketing, etc. Multidisciplinary team, Yasmin, Mahdi, myself, Zainab, Ayman, with his team, Mohammed and Mohammed, Iman and Hazar.
Zero, time is up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zainab. Anyone wants to start with a question? Okay, maybe I'll start with a question, Zainab. Thanks for the presentation. What added value do you have compared to other ride-hailing apps, like if Uber or any of these will have that just add an option for mobility?
Sure. This is a really good question, actually. Well, what differentiates us from Uber and other transportation apps is that we're specialized in not only the travels and the daily rides, but in of PRMs. So we solve their problem from rides to healthcare, at-home healthcare, and in case of emergencies. And so we solve the whole problem, not only transportation. So that's what makes us different from other might be competitor apps.
Thank you. Any other question? Do you want to go first?
Thank you for your presentation. Who pays for the changes in the car? I guess there is some modification, right?
Yeah, for now, it's an internal funding. We didn't raise any funds. So from the revenues we generate, we that. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So if you have a car, can I work with you?
Of course, if it's adapted, if it's secure, conform to our chart, yes, you can work with them with a commission. So we take a percentage from your revenues. Yes. So that's another door in our startup. So we cars and make them adapted and work with them, and we take commission with them.
Thank you very much. That time is up. Thank you very much, Zainab.
Thank you. Pulkit will make sure at the end. No, Pulkit, stay. What I will do is I'll ask them to stay, the 8 remain, and we'll do it after the pitches. So, thank you very much. Alors, la prochaine startup à venir nous rejoindre sur scène est Pixie Motors. Monsieur Enis Fri, merci.
Hi everyone, my name is Enis Fri, CEO and co-founder of and we are leading the smart mobility revolution. Did you know there is more moped than cars sold yearly worldwide? But this mobility is built for the past, not the future, because 80% is still gas-powered and emits a lot of carbon, and existing electric scooters have a range anxiety or technical limitation, no IoT, no AI, no software-defined vehicle. Using smartphone while riding increased the risk of accident by 23 times, and the figures prove it in 2025. And we have up to 50% loss in operational cost for last mile delivery, a market strongly driven by this mobility between fuel, third-party software integration, and maintenance. For all this reason, we created an all-in-one ecosystem with 3 major pillars, and we started by not another bike in the market, but one of the most advanced moped ever built, with a removable battery up to 120 kilometer range, with EI adaptive power delivery system, anti-collision and anti-theft system. Our competitors are archaic, analog, and static. That's why we created a smart cockpit inspired from modern aviation to get all the data all the time without needing any smartphone, with chatbot assistant, built-in navigation, rider behavior optimization, and fully connected via 4G, 5G, and update over the air. We have integrated also a computer vision for data warehouse, safety, and segmentation. Our second pillar is our Pulse SaaS fleet management with AI optimization and cost, report statistics, predictive maintenance, and much more. And last but not least, our battery swap station infrastructure, enabling our customers to spend more time on the road and less time charging their batteries. Today, we are the first scooter made in Africa getting the CE certification and European homologation that allows us to sell our product worldwide. It's proudly engineered by the Pixie Motors team. For the real impact of Pixie Motors, we reduce operational cost, maintenance cost, and failed delivery. And the most important number, we reduce over 1.8 ton carbon per rider per year. So the market is huge. Today is going toward $400 billion, and we expect to reach $250 million in the next few years. So our specific and distinctive features with AI integrated support, full connectivity and third-party API integration, and AI support to strengthen our competitive position in front of billion-dollar companies. So we are bringing the best in their fields as OEM, mobility as a service, vehicle as a service, so no more fragmented solution. The business model is simple for B2B and B2C with a subscription model combined to pack of scooter with Pulse SaaS fleet management and the battery swap station. And we offer also direct sales for cash and lease for B2C. And for large scale, when we reach 5,000 units, we will buy the shadow and subscribe the power for faster adoption, high tech, and lower price. Today, we have raised $1.2 million. We have confirmed orders for 140 units with 400K USD revenue, signed the last mile delivery pilot in Morocco and Tunisia. We get the CE certification, partnership with built-in 5G, Ooredoo, Quectel, and lastly, Eralo. And we signed the partnership deploying battery swap station infrastructure with Total Energy, supported by the major worldwide accelerator and technical partners. Achievement, we are the best deep tech startup. We won the last Supernova GITEX challenge. We are the best deep tech startup in
Thank you.
Africa Arena.
Time is up. Thank you.
Thank you, Anis. I'll start with the first question. When you've done the comparison between your competitors, you've had the French flag next to Pixie Motors. Are you a French startup or a Tunisian
No,
startup?
we're Tunisian, and we are proud to be Tunisian. The idea started as a startup. We need to expand. So we started in Tunisia in 2022. We developed all the things in Tunisia. All the R&D, the team is here. And we expanded to France. As you know, we get the CE certification, the first time in Africa getting this certification. So it's not completely knocked down. It's not from China, so it's from Tunisia. And now we are in France, and we are hitting this market.
Thank you, Anis. Anyone wants to ask a question?
So, I mean, I've listened to this speech like 1,000 times. And my question is not about what you're already doing. It's when eventually you win this competition and you go pitch in San Francisco. I mean, how do you plan to present this to like the major VCs in the world? What would be like in one sentence? What is Pixie representing to Tunisia and to Africa eventually? So I'd like to hear from you.
Two things. In France and Tunisia, we are nicknamed Tesla of motorcycles. Hardware. Everyone can do mechanics, but our strength is to push and democratize technology of cars and bring it into simple, affordable, democratizable scooter. Second thing, we have to stop thinking that Africa and Tunisia is emerging market. We can compete globally and we can become a billion-dollar company too.
That's a very good way to finish. Okay, your time is up. Thanks very much, Anis.
Merci
you.
beaucoup, Anis. So, startup to come pitch on. Notre prochaine startup va venir pitcher sur scène, c'est PWN and Patch, Monsieur Oussama Lessis.
Hello, everybody. Oussama Lissi, CEO and co-founder of PowerNet Patch, and I'm a cybersecurity expert as well. So, do you know that $4.4 million is the average cost of a cybersecurity attack, and 9 months is the average time to detect a vulnerability or a critical breach? And this is due to many initial attack vectors used by hackers. The first one, the company has leaked credentials or passwords already leaked in the dark web. Second point, they have like vulnerable exposed assets or let's say applications or servers with known vulnerabilities. And they have like emails exposed of the employees that are targeted daily by phishing attacks. And to remediate to those initial attack vectors, we created Octoboot. Octoboot is a predictive cyber threat intelligence platform with AI capabilities to automate collecting the data, infiltrating malicious actors, and automating even the attacks that hackers may do or conduct in your infrastructure. To summarize, we automatically infiltrate billions of data in dark web and deep web. When we say dark web, it's not only limited to the dark web, it's Telegram channels, hacking forums, marketplaces around the world, Discord, any communication channel that is used by hackers, we infiltrate that. And what is really innovative in Octoboot today, it's AI agents that we built internally that do the infiltration of those groups, the collect of the data and the training. And I'm happy to share that we are certified ISO 27001 certification. And what makes Octoboot today unique? Actually, we are not only monitoring the dark and deep web platforms. We have 3 main modules, monitoring or management. So with just the company name, all the exposed servers, applications, what we say technically assets, we identify all potential vulnerabilities they have is through our AI agents that we built. We continuously conduct penetration testing or attacks using AI agents that we built to do the continuous attacks or the continuous penetration testing. And for sure, we monitor billions of data of the dark web. So whenever there is sensitive data, the clients receive notification immediately. Either it's password, either it's sensitive documents, or even mentions in the dark web. And how we have B2B, we are a B2B solution with SaaS subscriptions, so the clients pay for the annual subscription, but also we provide technical support for the different clients we have. And speaking of clients, we have clients in more than 40 countries, including Europe and Africa and Middle East, including Big Four companies, including public sector clients, banks, and insurance. And if we reach that, because we have a go-to-market approach based on indirect sales and partners, including telco operators, including PwC, Deloitte, and including different vendors. And we are happy actually to share that we have new business partners in Africa. And in terms of achievements, today we reached offices. We have more than 30 engineers around the world with offices in London, Tunis, and Paris. We are a Tunisian company. We started in 2021, then we expanded outside of Tunisia with growth of 200% per year with numbers for 500K during 2025. And if we reach that, because we have a team of highly certified co-founders, including myself and my 2 co-founders, and we are funding 3.5 million to expand to and to develop the R&D. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sama. Once we start with the question.
Thank you for your presentation. This is, to the best of my understanding, a lot of people trying to do this globally, right? It's a crowded market.
Sure.
Could you talk a bit about your competition and how you better than them?
Yes, indeed. Very good question, by the way. I mean, today we have many competitors, especially in Israel, in United States, and some, let's say, smaller actors in Europe. Today, our approach is unique. I mean, either you find ASM and dark web monitoring platforms, or you find continuous pen testing platform. But today, there is no other competitor combining the three modules. And why it's very important, because when you use like continuous pen testing platforms, our approach is unique because we use the feeds or the leaked passwords that we find from the dark web modules to generate attack scenarios, and generated by our own proprietary AI, by the way, in order to find proper scenarios and proper vulnerabilities. Same for the attack surface monitoring, because we know all that most of the companies doesn't know even what is really exposed in terms of applications and servers, and through that module, they just connect to the continuous pen testing module, select which apps they need to test, and whenever they want to add something, they can add. And this is, by the way, unique. No other platform combining those three modules.
Thank you.
So in these groups, you know, your agents can be blacklisted. So what's your resilience strategy?
Well, I cannot lose all the information, but I can tell that we have thousands of Telegram, say, clients that we have with different numbers. So fine, if they block one, we can connect to another. And I cannot also disclose that additional information, but we find always our way to the channel in a way or another, or even to the hacker's infrastructure. I cannot disclose more because I may end in trouble.
Thank you very much, Osama. We're out of time.
Merci beaucoup, Osama.
Thank you all.
Alors, notre prochain startup à venir, c'est SeekMake, Monsieur Adel Ayari. Merci beaucoup.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here. Okay, so my name is Adel. I'm the CEO and founder of SeekMake. If a company wants to manufacture a part using 3D printing, laser cutting, or CNC machining, first, they need to have the design on a CAD software. Then they need to find a local manufacturer, the right machines and materials to build the part. Then they need to ask many questions: how much it will cost, how much will it take, which colors are available, which materials are available. And the process takes at least 5 to 7 days to get a price offer back. 80% of the manufacturing customers right now are B2B customers, companies who are building prototypes or spare parts or custom on-demand parts. But the game is changing. Right now with AI, you can generate a design from a prompt or a description. So anyone can be a product designer or a product marketer. You go to ChatGPT, you describe any product that you want, a design will be generated in a few seconds. The next step is to look for a local manufacturer to produce the design. So we need a tool to streamline the process, because nobody here knows what's 3D printing, what's CNC machining, what's laser cutting. So that's why I founded SeekMake, a fully white label plugin or interface that can be implemented on any website in a few minutes on the manufacturer website. Customers of this manufacturer will upload a design, get instant feedback, geometry analysis, instant prices, and instant checkout, and production starts in a few minutes. And it looks simple, but it's not. We're not a ChatGPT wrapper. We're not using LLMs. We are using our own machine learning model. We spent 3 years working on this system, and more than 10 million previously manufactured parts were trained on our system, and we reached more than 98% accuracy. The market is not big, it's huge. It's the largest market on the planet, because manufacturing is related to food tech, health tech, agri-tech, everything is related to manufacturing. More than $4 trillion in the next few years. SeekMake is not an idea. In 40 countries, and we have generated more than 100,000 euros in revenues. We have facilitated or processed more than 3 million euros in transaction volume, and we have more than 8,000 manufacturers using our system every day. We make money by offering a subscription model to manufacturers to implement the plugin on their website, and we take 1% transaction fee on each order made through the platform. And we have customers all over the world with thousands of users every day. And of course, we have competitors. But SeekMake system is more scalable and sustainable. Our system is faster to implement, our own machine learning model with more accuracy and consumes less computing power. I founded SeekMake, and I spent all my life in manufacturing, and I built my own printing service before SeekMake, and I exited for 90,000 euros. My co-founder, one of the best software engineers I ever met, he architected the SeekMake system with very limited resources. And together with an amazing team, we have convinced one of the largest private equity specialized in manufacturing to invest in SeekMake. And this is proof that SeekMake has a real chance to disrupt one of the largest manufacturing or industries in the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Adel. There's a little bit of a mismatch between the number of clients you have and your revenues. What's the average revenue per client?
Yeah, so 8,000 manufacturers, we have a free plan. So we can use the platform for free. And then we have paid customers. The 100,000 euros are from subscription and transaction volume.
Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you. Just one question: how to scale up? So for international traction and regarding the competition. So
yeah, so we scale it fast without any marketing, just by onboarding the first customers by founder network. Then we went viral on Reddit and other industry news, and this is proof that instant quoting is not an option; it's a necessity for all manufacturers. So that's why everyone started using it. And right now we are number one in the world based on the number of registered customers. And for the competition, for the competition, yes, we have competition, but other competition are using algorithms and other systems. And the LLMs are not trained on manufacturing data. So our big added value is our own machine learning system, less computing power, and more accuracy.
Thank you.
When did you start, please?
So we started 4 years ago, but we spent 3 years with more than 5 failed projects. We started as a marketplace. We gathered a lot of data. We trained our machine learning model, but we only launched 12 months ago the official system.
So this 100K is in the last 12 months.
12 months, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So let's welcome our next startup to pitch on the floor. It's Siddiq Houimi, co-founder and CEO of Supplies Pro.
Hello, everyone. Supplies Pro is the first AI-native ERP system built from engineers who studied at the best universities in Europe, worked at the best companies in the world, and yet they chose to work on the field, close to the clients, close to the real users, to solve one of the biggest problems of enterprise software. Every company needs an ERP. From a small business to a Fortune 500 company, they all need an ERP. This is a $1 trillion market, and these are the ERPs used from the Fortune 500 companies like SAP, Oracle, NetSuite, and more. And their interfaces all look like this. Difficult to use, rigid, and especially very hard to maintain, with a lot of work on admin tasks in order to make them function properly. Imagine entering a 500-line delivery note on the system, the amount of work that's going to take, and also the error margins that could happen in this. And also, especially when the decisions from the upper management depends on that data entry. I'm not even taking into consideration the fact that every company has to invest an enormous amount of money into trainings to make their employees know how to navigate these complex systems. And these complex systems. We expect, and statistically, at least 7 hours per week per employee lost on admin tasks. With Supplies Pro, we have the chance, and we believe that we can bring down those 7 hours down to 0. Supplies Pro is the first AI agent that you can speak to. And what's better than live demo? So imagine we have a company in retail, and we are at the warehouse, and we found some defect items. We just have to speak into the agent here. Can you please create a stock correction? I found 5 defect items from the product with the name barcode scanner. In seconds, the agent is going to go to the ERP and get back to me with the confirmation and say, I would recommend that you do an exit voucher with 5 items on this warehouse. If I confirm, the action is done in the ERP. That means that any action that you want to do on your ERP, you just speak it and it's done. You want data about a client, phone number, statistics over the last 6 months on a certain product. You just type it and you have it in seconds. You have an expense or an invoice or a receipt of good. You just take a photo and the AI agent will know what to do and what to enter into your ERP. This is a great example. This is one of the first pilots we have, Abd Nader Ceramic. I think many of you here might know them. They manage an inventory of 5 million in value. With Supplies Pro, they only need 1 admin user. If they used SAP or any other type of ERP, they would need at least 5 to 10 admin users. And they won't even have the same accuracy that we offer at Supplies Pro. And also, they won't have, when we're in retail, data about cash flow and stock is key for the management. We've achieved a tremendous amount of growth. Once we have a 3x growth quarter over quarter. We have references like Four Seasons Hotel, TFH Group, SSA, and many more, and more than 100 clients, even in the US, Germany, France, and many more, which confirms the international scalability of our solution. We believe that we are the best startup to represent.
Thank you, Sadiq. Any questions from the jury? Anyone wants to have a go? I'll have a go. So Sadiq, you obviously look to expand, which is great, but expansion needs a lot of cash, money, and you need like a sales force. How are you tackling this when you want to kind of go beyond Tunisia?
You have now?
Yes.
We have inbound marketing, so we have a lot of marketing, and for the companies that have that are gonna buy less than 10 users, they just buy it directly from the website. But we do also outbound. So we approach, for example, we went to GITEX, and in just 5 days, we signed the pilot with one of the biggest groups there, Katani Group. Value of the project is going to be 6 figures.
Okay. And it's subscription phased? I mean,
it's a subscription model.
And how much is the subscription? Is it per the size
so
of the
it depends.
company?
We have the same model as Cursor and Lovable. So you have like a subscription model, and you have like a limit for each subscription model. So you have the plan for 10 euros per user. You have the plan for 20 euros per user. It depends on how much you use.
Thank you. Anyone wants to have a go?
Sadiq, just a quick one. How much time does it take to onboard clients?
In the new version, it's going to be instant. Now, in the new version, you take a photo of the documents of the company, and from those, depending on the country, we detect the taxes, the settings that you probably would need, and in seconds, you will have your own set up automatically.
Perfect. I think we're out of question. Thank you very much, Sadiq.
Thank you. Let's welcome now Sarah Ksivi, co-founder and COO of Think Neo.
So, hi. First of all, let me show you a picture. Then I have a question for you, okay? Okay. So, take these on the screen. How many of you think these are real? Okay? So, some of you couldn't spot the fake, and neither could the banks. And this is exactly why fraud is said to cost the global economy $1.5 trillion only in 1 year, okay? And the deep fake have skyrocketed by over 10,000% in just only 1 year. In a landmark case, call it a bot, call it the only fake, a generated high-definition AI structured IDs for just $15. And yes, as I said, it is just for $15. And the dark side is these digital goats bypassed automated verification at the major global banks. So now, imagine a world without friction. Imagine having your own digital twin right on your phone, 100% sovereign, AI-validated profile that is yours to keep and reuse. But behind this simplicity lies a cutting-edge technology. It's a all-in-one verification hub structured in 3 layers: identity, compliance, and management layer. So actually, how we do create this avatar? The first step is we scan the user's IDs, and here we do all the checkings to prevent fraud. The next step is the real-time vivacity assessment. And here, 3D angles analysis, depth perception, and other analysis to prevent sophisticated fraud such as our solution is approved by authorities and regulators, and we provide bank-grade compliance through strict standards. Now, the IDV global market valuated at $16 billion in 2026, with projections reaching more than $35 billion by 2030. Now, so our target market, it depends on the digital maturity of the continent. And here we are targeting 3 different regions: Africa, USA, Europe, with different target sector. So think new, and we have found our ideal equilibrium. While titans are too expensive and the regional players are under-compliant, Think Neo hits the sweet spot. We have 3 different business models. Also, it depends on the sector, on the activity: SaaS, on-premise, and pay-as-you-go. These are some of the use cases that we are working on with our clients from different sectors: financial, government, and even smart cities. These are some of our achievements: client and partner from fintech, banks, government, and on the pipeline projects. So, in terms of our recent...
You've run out of time. Thank you,
Thank
Sarah. I'll start with the first question, Sarah. It's a very, very competitive market you chose to pick up. And I mean, in your expansion strategy, you have the US, which is great because it's a big market, but that's an even more difficult market. Why didn't you focus on more accessible markets like in Africa or Middle East?
We are focusing on the African market at the moment. So we have 2 different strategies. As I said, it depends on the market digital maturity. For instance, for Africa, we are working with government and financial sector because having such a solution to prevent document fraud is essential. While in Europe, there is a need for such solution for SMEs, as there is a regulation pressure, and also titans, as I said, are too expensive and complicated to deploy for such structures as SMEs or local authorities. Also in USA, as fraud is rising, also in high-stakes industries such as iGaming and fintechs, fraud is rampant, so there is a huge need for such solution to prevent this fraud. So we have different approach. It depends on the market and the region.
Thank you. Wes.
Thank you for your presentation.
You are welcome.
We haven't time to see your team members. Actually, how many you are?
We are, the core team is 4, and we have more than 55 combined experience. having deployed a national and international project, reaching almost 2 million active users.
You said you have 3 models for your packages.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much time does it take to sell to a government or a big institution?
So
Very quick because we're running out of time. Go ahead, answer.
Okay, so we defined the need and we run for POCs. So it is between 3 and 6 months to validate the.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Our next participant is Islam Sabri, Sales Associate at WaterSec. Islam Sabri.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me the space to present to you our startup, WaterSec, a Tunisian startup that aims to shape a water-secure future for our region. So we operate in the most water-scarce region in the world, North Africa, the Middle East, and South Europe. And with climate change, this crisis is accelerating. And despite this, the issue remains not only in water scarcity, but in the way we manage water in our countries. So today, water management remains manual, reactive, and lacking innovation. There is no real-time monitoring, no precise control, and inefficiencies remain undetected. That's why at WaterSec, our mission is to shape a sustainable water consumption behavior. And to do that, we start with a simple idea. We can only manage what we measure. To do that, we developed 2 products for different use cases. Doesn't work. Okay. The first product is WS. It is designed for smart buildings. It is easy to install, and it tracks water consumption in real time. And the second one is WSM. It is based on processing and AI, and it makes every water meter connected, so there is no infrastructure change needed. On top of that, we provide the users with a web and mobile platform that allows them to manage their water usage in real time. They can generate automated and customized reports. They can compare usage across sites, and they can monitor their water consumption in real time. We also have the option to detect anomalies. The user gets notified when the consumption exceeds the maximum set by the user himself. And we go even further to develop this feature by detecting and building consumption patterns by activity, by sector, to help feed our AI agent, which gives tailored recommendations and it gives more insights based on these data. What really matters now is that it is already working. WaterSec has successfully deployed more than 500 sensors. It helped detect more than 2,000 anomalies, and it is active across 30+ sites. It also helped save more than 30 million liters of water across our sites where we installed. And we also are working on upskilling plumbers into IoT installers to make ambassadors and network distribution. So we started in 2022, and now today we are expanding to Morocco and South France. And in 2027, we will be launching WS Big, a product designed for governments and NGOs to manage water at a larger scale. 2027 will also be the year where we expand to the Middle East through Saudi Arabia. And we successfully raised funding, and now we are raising to scale production from 20 sensors to 200 sensors to fasten expansion. This is the team behind this whole project.
Time is up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Slim. I'll start very briefly. Thank you for your presentation. How come I would have thought that the main clients would be city council and government entities? Why did you choose to start with the corporate sector and not with the bigger ONAS or I don't know the big government entities?
It is already a work in progress, but the main focus is on companies and industries because it was the easier entry to the market. But we already are working on projects in collaboration with the government, and we are working on expanding the work with government more through WS-BIG in 2027 as a next milestone.
Thank you. And very quickly, I don't see the pricing of your devices. So how much does it cost? Is it subscription based or is it a one-off?
Yeah, so our business model is based on selling the hardware. It costs us around 200 dinars. We sell it at around 600 or 700 based on the quantity sold. And we also charge the customers for subscription fees, annual subscription fees for the software. But we are also working on making this business model more developed, switching into a software as a service model and leasing the hardware.
Very quickly, my last question. Where is the device built? Is it manufactured in Tunisia?
Yeah, it is
100%?
manufactured locally in our labs.
Questions? Questions?
Haven't seen anything about any information about competition in these whole region. I mean, MENA region and Europe.
Yeah, so in Tunisia, we don't have any direct competition, which makes us more entitled to understand building these sensors and making them customized to our context. In South France and in Morocco, our product proved itself to be also scalable among also competitors. And our competitive advantage is that we work a lot on data. So data is our main source of being a leader.
Thank you very much, Islam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Islam. We'll continue with our last participant. We will welcome now Madame Umayma Jouini, co-founder and COO of Bionic Soul. Big applause for Madame Umayma.
Hello everyone, my name is Umayma, and I am asking all of you, what do you think the future holds for these, sorry, the pitch is not the same, but anyway, do you know that there is a lower impetus worldwide that is doubling by 20 beats aging populations and conflicts, result of 65 million impurities living without aesthetics. That shockingly, only 5% of them have secured their mobility. And this is due to the high cost and the limited supply. But on the other hand, this is Nadine, one of our first testers, and that's the feeling of confidence and independence she had right after using our prosthetic. She even practiced sport for the first time of her life and had her own makeup project. So I proudly say that Bionic Soul was created to address these challenges. We do create and develop mechanical and bionic prosthetics that are both high quality and affordable by 60% than those in the global market. We do have Bionileg, which is a smart, intelligent prosthetic designed to integrate within the user's body for a better and smoother movement. It adapts to the user's movement and adapts in real time. It's autonomous power supply, AI-powered customizable, and it has a user-friendly mobile application for seamless connectivity. And for now, we do have These are the very first videos of prototyping of the BioniLeg product, collecting more than 100,000 data with more than 60 different people with different morphologies and sizes. And we do have also 4 products that are ready for sale, all fully functional, that are 2 models of the ankle module, 1 TPU wheelchair cushion, and a prosthetic leg designed exclusively for children to run and jump. This makes us closer to a global market of $300 million in Africa and MENA to prosthetic centers, governments, and also hospitals. And we even be selling to We will be selling BioniLeg with $20,000 and Ergo $1,000, and we'll provide as well customized products on demand. What really makes us stand out is that we are making it accessible with affordability and customization without compromising quality. Of course, we do have our partners in research and startup development and our close potential clients. And by the way, we're official suppliers for UNRWA, which is a UN agency that serves nearly 6 million people. Okay. We've secured $100,000 in grants and been recognized by national and international competitions and awards. And by the way, this year, we do have commitments. We have a $33,000 LOI, an NGO partnership underway, 3 markets locked that are France, Senegal, and Algeria. And we're started the ISO certification, jumping to 2027, we've projected $300,000 in revenue, driven by our strategic partners and our early adopters. This is thanks to the strong team behind it all, backed by our diverse expert advisors with more than 60 years of experience.
Thank you very much, Umayma. Are all these manufactured in Tunisia?
Yes, it's 100% manufactured and built in Tunisia by talented Tunisian engineers.
Excellent. And how much does it cost? What's your margin? What's your margin on every prosthetic?
Okay. I said that they're from up to 60% more affordable, and we do have 50% gross margin here. We've successfully achieved that by so many factors. The first one is, we've avoided the distribution channels. The incumbents, they use multi-layer distribution from the manufacturer to get to the end user. So we avoided that by selling directly to NGOs and partners like clinics and prosthetic centers. The second point is that we built or structured the cost by this actual market. The incumbents also, they price in Western insurance, so we avoided that. We price 50% below market with subsidization and NGO partnerships, so patients here can actually afford it. The last point, is that we actually replaced all the sophisticated and expensive sensors and microprocessors with an ML model. The competitors in market, they do use very sophisticated sensors and microprocessors, like with hard-coded rules and pre-programmed logic that says if the sensor detects this angle by this speed, do this. But ours, we've replaced all of that with a learning system.
Thank you, Umayma. Any questions here? Yes?
You said some items are for kids. I know that kids grow up, no? You know? So do they have to change a new one, or you have to manage the one you have to just make it usable for the kid?
Actually, I really, really wanted to show you the updated pitch deck. That's
Sorry,
why I'm a bit...
You're running out of time, so can you quick answer?
Yes, we've designed a prosthetic leg that is in 3D exclusively for children, where they can jump. It's flexible, and it can stay with them more than, the lifespan of it is more than specifically for children. Okay, so that when they grow up, they will use the 100% carbon fiber ankle models.
Thank you very much, Umayma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all the Thank you to all the jury members. Thank you for your time. We will broadcast now a video. We will watch the video, and then our members of the jury will go to take their decision. It is very important for all the participants to be here at 3:45, since we will have a hackathon and we start the announce of the prizes at 4 o'clock. Thank you so much, and let's watch this video. The sound will be very soon on. Un rappel important pendant qu'on fixe l'audio. GITEX, l'un des événements incontournables pour les entrepreneurs et les professionnels de la tech, là où se rencontrent les leaders, fondateurs, investisseurs et décideurs. GITEX accélère et arrive sur 2 rendez-vous incontournables à mettre sur votre planning. Le GITEX Kenya débarque à Nairobi le mois prochain du 19 au 21 mai 2026, ainsi que le GITEX Europe pour sa 2e édition. On vous donne rendez-vous à Berlin du 30 juin au 1er juillet. I guess the video is ready now. Bon, while waiting for this video, I will ask Mr. Pulkit to come and take the pictures with the 8 participants. Please, the 8 participants that did not take the picture with Mr. Pulkit, just come join me on stage, since we have to take a picture for each participant. Thank you very much. We will watch the video and then we will take pictures with the jury members. Merci, Mons.
Startup World Cup Grand Finale 2025. Who's excited to be here? Speakers, panel discussions, and pitch presentations, and of course, the main event that we've all been waiting for to see which regional winner will walk away with the $1 million investment prize.
This is the 7th season of Startup World Cup. Special thanks to all of our sponsors worldwide. This will not be possible with the help of the regional partners we have in 130 countries and regions.
It is the moment we've all been waiting for. Grand prize winner who's going to walk away with $1 million. Coreshell Technologies from East Bay, California. Coreshell to the stage. Woo!
Thank you. Now I will ask all the members of the jury to come on the scene and the participants to make a picture before our jury members go to take the decision and have their discussion. A warm applause for our members of jury who are helping us and assisting us for today. Grand applaudissement pour nos membres du jury. Merci. Tous les participants, si vous voulez, vous venez prendre une photo. All the participants will join the jury members on the scene, please. Merci. Thank you very much to our jury members. Thanks also to our sponsors. Without them, anything of this would have been possible. La Rose Blanche, thank you very much. Orange Tunisie and TPM Events, thank you for making this event possible and helping all the Tunisian startuppers. Thank you very much. We'll get back at 2. We have a panel of discussion, construire un écosystème. Thank you.